Hi, and welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Yes, yes. It's just incredible, incredible. 4-2 away from home in Mestalla against Valencia. 4-2. But hang on, just back it up a bit. Wasn't this the same team that played against Brighton? Wasn't this the same team? Bar Leno and probably Lichtsteiner. But it was almost the same team, wasn't it? But hey, forget that, man. The most important thing is, we've made it now to our first European Cup final for donkey's years. Evening, Paul Smith. Thanks for coming into the chat. I'm absolutely buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing. I've got to put hand on my heart and say I didn't see the first half because I was out doing bits and pieces, but I saw we went down 1-0 within the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes. What is it about Arsenal? What is it about Arsenal? We just cannot keep a clean sheet. We can't keep a clean sheet. But anyway, I'll say just get it out of the way there. So, you know what? God, dear, I'm so happy. And the thing is, I was on tender hooks until the dying seconds because looking at the matches there with Liverpool, Barcelona, and them lot down the road, make it to the final. It's just, I was on tender hooks right into the dying seconds. And I saw the little scuffle towards the end. I'm not sure, was it Gabriel Paulista was trying to lay one on Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but really needless. It was really needless. But yeah, God, yeah, hatrick from Aubameyang and Lacazette. Alex, the hitman Lacazette, scored a goal as well. So I was so very happy for them guys there because after the debacle on Sunday, really, you just don't know what you're gonna expect from Arsenal. 4-2, 4-2, incredible, incredible. So guys, I don't know what you guys think. I've just seen the Mercury Rising 101. You've come in there. Yeah, just so very happy, really really happy for the guys there, and let's just hope they take that opportunity there, because like one of my guests, James Rowe, yeah, you must be happy. Yeah, I guess maybe 50% happy because what happened with Ajax last night. That's another match that just went crazy there, and yeah, just seeing the guys there finally make it to a European Cup final. I'm happy for Koscielny because last year the semi-final against Atletico Madrid, yeah, and Mustafi, just incredible. I'm over the moon again. Like I was just thinking to tenor hooks, please don't do what those guys did last night. Please just shut it out. Get the job done, and we got the job done. So let me quickly just go into the chat. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, Paul Smith, haha, come on. Yeah, we did it, man. We did it. Rising 101, that shows that Emery never cared about the league unless he was going to win it. You are absolutely spot on. Like I said in the live version of fan comments, that I think, from a very early point in the season, he kind of realised that the team were not good enough to sustain a Premier League charge, FA Cup, the League Cup. So he thought, what, let me try and put all my eggs in one basket, which was the Europa League, where he's won it 3 times. Could he make it a 4th time? Can he make it a 4th time? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Right, and of course, them front two should do more. Yeah. Rising 101 again. The Arsenal boys knew they couldn't let them lot go to a final. North, yeah. Super Cup, man, Super Cup. Yes, Colin. Colin, Much FM. Hey, whoever's watching, make sure you subscribe to Colin's channel, Much FM. I'll try and leave a link at the end if I have the energy at this time. But yeah, Colin, man, so happy right now. Our first European Cup final in 13 years. 13 years. It's been a long time. It's been too long. Too long. And then Chelsea are drawing as well. Yep, I did see. They've gone to extra time, haven't they? So at this point in time, Chelsea are still drawing with Eintracht Frankfurt 2-2. 104 minutes of extra time. Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, man. Buzzing. Guys, any questions? Any questions in the chat before I just lock off? Guys, thinking I'm not going to, pre-record this and edit it. Just go live and get you guys onto the chat. Any questions? What are your thoughts? Colin, what's your thoughts apart from saying you're so happy? Paul, what's your thoughts, man? Are you going to be going to the final? Rising 101. Did you guys honestly think, literally, we would have won 4-2 in the second leg? I know James Rowe did say, we had a personal chat earlier today, and he said it's going to be 1-1. But, yeah, Floyd Kane. Hey, Floyd Kane, the old school friend. I'm happy for you and Arsenal. And, yeah, Floyd, I'm happy for your team, Liverpool. I hope you smash them guys just down the road, because God forbid if they were to win the Champions League, the better part of North London would never, ever hear the end of it. So congratulations to Liverpool getting into the Champions League final. Yeah, I'm so happy, man. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Guys, any questions? Come on, before I lock off this live version of my post-match video. Valencia versus Arsenal. Any updates on Chelsea versus Frankfurt? Let's have a look. No, there's no more updates on that. Okay, let's have a look. It ain't happening, Alex. Liverpool are on fire. Well, listen, just keep that fire burning, man. All right, half-time at Stamford Bridge. Oh my goodness! I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight, man, because I'm on a super highway, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. And apart from not knowing what kind of team was going to turn up today, the one big difference I saw there was we were moving the ball a lot quicker. From the back to the midfield to the front players, we were moving the ball much quicker. And it's what happens. It's what happens. This is the way that we're supposed to be playing. We defend the ball from top to bottom. Paul Smith, spot on. Ozil was very, very poor. And I did say to Colin from, Much FM, that he was really, really annoying me. Really annoying me. Now, I guess I'm going to probably get some hate, messages now, but I don't care. Ozil was really poor. A night where you want him to get on the ball. I don't even know who was Czech the captain tonight. But Ozil has to do a lot more. He wasn't jumping for headers. He wasn't getting for tackles. He wasn't tracking back. I just find myself saying the same thing over and over again. Look, I don't want to make it into a rant because it's been a relatively good evening. We've made to our first European Cup final for the first time in 13 years. But come on. It just goes to show that Unai Emery and the board have to get together and come on, we need to improve the squads. We have to improve the squads. Right, Colin's just come in there and he said, tonight is why I criticise Ozil. What does he contribute to the side? After 4 or 5 years, I'm still thinking the same thing. then people are going to throw back in my face, he's got this amount of assists. Yeah, but under Unai Emery, he demands so much more from his players. The attackers, you're not only there just to attack, you have to defend the ball. Defenders, be more competent on the ball. Midfielders, play the ball quickly. I love Guendouzi, but is he going to take us to the next level? Right about now, no, he isn't. He isn't. Maitland-Niles had a really good game this evening. He got 1 assist for Aubameyang. But is he going to realistically take us to the next level? I don't think he is. So again, I don't want to go too hard on the guys this evening because we've made it. We've made it to the final. But looking at long term, there are a lot of players that we need to ship out. A lot of players. Right, guys, any updates on Frankfurt versus Chelsea? Any updates? Before I lock off this live version of my post-match video. Any updates, people? All right, Portsmouth, Chelsea are hanging on. Second half has started. Why did Emery take off Torreira? Why did he take it off? I mean, I wouldn't have put on Guendouzi, but I'm not the manager, am I? Marks out of 10 for today, guys. For the whole Arsenal team. Marks out of 10. Anyone? Any takers? Anyone's just coming in? Oh, Colin, 9 out of 10. You're having a laugh, man. You're having a bubble bath. 9 out of 10, I'll give them 8. I'll give Arsenal 8. 8 out of 10. Again, guys, you know, if you're just passing by for the first time and you haven't subscribed to Cannon Fodder and Much FM, make sure you go over there and subscribe as soon as possible and press the notification button. Yeah, Paul Smith. Yeah, that's more reasonable. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, there's still certain things I didn't like about the defending. You know, they weren't tracking the runners. And yeah, I think 7 out of 10 is probably a reasonable mark. Floyd, I know you're not an Arsenal supporter, but how much would you give Arsenal, man? How much would you give Arsenal? Mercury Rising, how much would you give Arsenal out of 10? Guys, any updates? Any more updates on the Chelsea match? Let's see if we can log in there. All right, Paul Smith's come back in and he's saying, I would take 5th and a trophy now. How about you? Yeah, yeah. How can any Arsenal player not be happy with that? If we win the European Cup and we stay in 5th place, I'll be happy with that. I would be happy with that. That would be a reasonable season. I mean, Emery, his first season in transition, all these crap players that are not his. Yeah, it will be a successful season. Guys, any more updates on the Chelsea match? And Floyd, did you realistically think that Liverpool would have scored 4 goals with no response from Barcelona? Did you really think that Liverpool was going to do that? Guys, any more updates on the other match, Chelsea versus Frankfurt? As you can tell, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not going to sleep tonight. All right, Colin's saying both teams look knackered, and it's still a draw. Okay. All right. guys, question: would you prefer it were that we face Frankfurt or Chelsea? Which team would you prefer that Arsenal face in the final? Colin, who would you prefer Arsenal to face, Frankfurt or Chelsea? Not bothered in the slightest. That's typical. Colin, come on, man. You're not bothered. Yeah, likewise. I'm not really bothered. But if you had to push me, I would probably say Frankfurt. Yeah. Okay, I think we could beat Chelsea, but it's yeah, it's a little bit worrying. Yeah. And for occurrences that I had it 5-1 to Liverpool, was insulted all the way to Anfield. You would be better off facing Frankfurt. I agree. Yeah, guys, again, I'm just absolutely so happy for the guys, and I really do hope they take this opportunity because we haven't won the league in X amount of years. I know we've won the FA Cup. I'm not devaluing the FA Cup because it was one of the first cups, in my earliest memory where I remember supporting Arsenal all the way back in 79 season. But realistically, these players have to take and grab this opportunity because there are thousands and thousands of players who never get to win the FA Cup, who never get to win the Premier League, who never get to play for a top team, much less, the Europa League Cup. So I hope these players take and grab this opportunity. FA Cup is the oldest cup in the world. Yes, it is. It is. I know I'm getting off track here, but who do you think is going to win the league? Floyd, I know you're going to say it's Liverpool. Any more updates? Any more updates? The Chelsea match. Any more update, guys? Let's have a look. See if we can refresh this. 4-2 away from home. 4-2 away from home. Okay. Yeah. If there's nothing else, then I'm going to call it a day or an evening or a night. I've got work tomorrow. I would pay anything to be in yeah. Well, because he's ahead, isn't he? Paul Smith, listen, again, thanks for coming in. Get well very soon. And make sure again, I'm not sure if you subscribe to Much FM, but go over there. Colin, yeah, he also does sometimes the Voice of Reason every Wednesday. But take it easy, and we'll catch up very soon, Paul. All right, guys, any more updates? Any more updates before I lock off my live stream? Right. Okay. Well, I can see it here. They're still drawing Chelsea and Eintracht Frankfurt. All right. Floyd's come back. He says the league is in Manchester City's hand. Would love Liverpool to do the double. Yeah, but you know what? I have a little feeling that Pep Guardiola must be kicking himself. I think if they do win the league, that's Man City, that is, it'll be an empty victory for him because I'm sure he would far rather be in the Champions League final. and it would be sweet poetry if Liverpool were to go on, win the Champions League, but not win the Premier League. I'm absolutely sure of that. It'll be a hollow win for Pep Guardiola. All right, guys, any more updates with Chelsea? Because I don't think I'm going to go to bed until I find out who Arsenal are going to be facing. Let's have a look. Trying to refresh the page. Yeah, extra time, 160 minutes, and it remains 1-1, 2-2 on aggregate. Again, guys, whoever's watching, if you feel the need, you don't have to, you can actually make a donation to Canon 4A TV in the super chat, just to help us buy some equipment, some materials, maybe send me on somewhere in another country to interview other gunners around the world. As you know, I went to Amsterdam, and where else did I go? Colombia last year, and also meeting other gunners here in North London, in London. Okay, okay. Freud's come back and says, "I agree with you. He was given oil money to win the Champions League. He must be sick about no money." So, don't even mention that team down the road, Floyd. Okay, let's just refresh the page, and there's no more updates. I think I'm going to have to call it an evening. Right, still drawing on aggregate. Chelsea versus Frankfurt. Yeah, Floyd. Actually, Floyd, would you go and see Liverpool play in the Champions League final? And I want to give a quick shout out. I guess maybe he's probably not watching now. There's another channel that you guys need to go over and subscribe to, Arsenal Fan Circle. Arsenal Fan Circle. Ray, you know, if you probably saw my video I did at the stadium with Ray from Arsenal Fan Circle, go over there. I'll try and leave the link for his channel once I finish doing this live stream. Oh, and lo and behold, my brother, who's one of the administrators actually in the chat, Ralph, is Ajax. You should have beaten them last night. What do you mean I should have beaten them last night? Me, or I'm not sure what you're talking about. What do you mean? You should have beaten them last night. Oh right. Oh yeah. Ajax. Yeah. Cheers. It's just the pennies just dropped because my brother calls me Ajax. Yeah, we should have beaten them right down the road last night. But yeah, I'm Expedia now as we speak. Right. Can you buy me a ticket as well, Floyd? Oh dear. Right, so my brother's coming to the chat this evening. As you can see, he's got a little spanner by his icon. That means that he will be making sure there's no naughty talk in the chat. Yeah. I'm taking the mickey. Well, that's what I'm just waiting to hear. I'm actually relying on the guys who are in the chat to tell me the score, Ralph. I think it's, well, let's just refresh the page. It's still a draw. 1-1 on the night, 2-2 on aggregates. 120 minutes extra time. Yeah, extra time. Right, whoever's watching, another question. Who for you was man of the match in tonight's game? I guess would it be a bit too obvious if we were to give it to Aubameyang because he scored a hat-trick? Is that too obvious? Is there any other players that you'll probably give man of the match to? Okay. Guys, any more updates on the Chelsea match? I think from what I'm going to do from now, maybe I might do like a live phone in. You know what I mean? I give people a number they can call us, and yeah, we can probably do like live phoning questions. Ask Cannon Fodder questions. Phone in. Okay, let's see. Any more updates on Chelsea versus Eintracht Frankfurt? Anyway, my man of the match, I just love the guy. You know what I mean? I know he had a bit of a stinker on Sunday, but I'll give it to Lacazette, man. Alexandre the Hitman Lacazette. Yeah. I think that's probably a good one. Yeah. Let's give it a little bit of a twist. Yeah. So, whoever's watching now, tomorrow we're going to be doing the Easy Talk, 7 o'clock evening UK time. So if you're watching abroad, I'm not sure how it worked for you guys, but in the UK it's going to be 7 o'clock UK time, and there has been a theme each time Terry, the original Godfather, comes on the show. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to have all the guests wear their Arsenal top. So tomorrow it's going to be Raz, my brother. It's going to be Richard from Arsenal TV. And we're going to have the brother from another mother, Mube Guna, all the way out there in the States. So, hey, hi, Bar Ibrahim. It's been a long time. Where have you been, brother? Where have you been? Long time. What do you think about the match last night? Or tonight, this evening? Valencia versus Arsenal. Who was your man of the match? And whilst Bar Ibrahim's thinking about it, let's just see if there's any updates. Right, so it still remains a draw. 1-1, 2-2 on aggregates. Chelsea versus Eintracht Frankfurt. So I guess it's going to penalties. Bar Ibrahim, tell me, so who was your man of the match? And what do you think of the match? So again, Easy Talk this Friday, tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time. We're going to have Mube Guna. We're going to have Richard from Arsenal TV. And we're going to have Raz. And everyone's going to be wearing their Arsenal tops. All right, so Ralph has just said, I've just had an Arsenal fan cheer us on. What, don't you mean that's Floyd? Because Floyd's a Liverpool fan. And Floyd's just come in and he says a hat-trick. It's enough of an excuse. Any day for a man of the match. What a week for supporters and neutral fans. Yeah. All starts with your match, innit? And it was clear that Barcelona didn't have a plan B, did they? Everything was Messi, but at the moment Messi is not on form. As with Suarez. Suarez had a quite even as well, didn't he? He was like quite anonymous. But yeah, no plan B. So yeah, that's all down to Liverpool. You never walk alone. And then the craziness continued yesterday with Ajax. But they will learn. They will learn. They're still quite a young team. The fear is, I know Van der Beek is going to Barcelona, so they're saying literally, it's a shame because that team there might be dismantled and then they will never fulfill their full potential. But they will learn. They will learn. All right, so Bar Ibrahim finally has come back and said to me that his man of the match was Aubameyang. That's too obvious, man. That's too obvious. That's obvious. Right, guys. Any more updates on Chelsea versus Eintracht Frankfurt? Let's refresh the page. Let's have a butchers. Let's have a look. All right, so match goes to penalties. Oh my goodness. All right, Ralph says, love Liverpool and told the guy at work it could be another, Istanbul, but gutted for Ajax. Absolutely correct. In Klopp, we trust. Suarez was just after Robertson all night. His behaviour during the game was outrageous. Well, he say, I'm not sure if it's true, he said that he wasn't going to celebrate if he scored against Liverpool. Well, he didn't, did he? Obviously. And as well, little snippets of his son. Was it his son that he was carrying, and his son was biting him? So what's it saying? Start them young. Start them young. Yeah. Right. So I think I'm not going to end the live stream until we find out who we're going to be facing in the final. Let's have a look. But you need to score. You need to score to celebrate. Yeah. You need to score. Period. They didn't score. They didn't score. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Refresh the page. It just says penalties in progress. I mean, I don't know. Is anyone watching the match live? Chelsea versus Frankfurt. Is anyone watching live? You ain't going to sleep tonight. Trust me. Yes. My wife's gonna kill. She's gonna probably kick me out the bed. You know what I mean? Ralph, prediction: Chelsea to go through. But love to be wrong. Well, the majority of the people in the chat earlier on did say that it would be better for Arsenal if, well, that we face Eintracht. Is anyone watching the match live? Anybody? But Ibrahim, how much would you give Emery out of 10 for the match tonight? Out of 10, how much would you give him? Let's see. It still says penalties in progress. Floyd, are you watching the Chelsea match live? I'm not watching it live, unfortunately. I'm just refreshing the BBC football page. Yeah, well, Unai is class. He is. But, incredibly enough, I'm not sure if you're probably aware, Floyd, but, our fan base is so fickle. And there's been a lot of people on Twitter shouting for his head, apparently, for him to be sacked. Just when we've given like one manager 22 years, the next manager we want to just sack, in his first season. It's mind-boggling. Again, I always say we've got to give this guy time. We've got to give him money. We've got to give him patience. The majority of these players are not his players, but yet he almost got us into the fourth, spot. And he's now got us into a Europa League Cup final. So come on, come on. Didn't James predict Frankfurt could be a surprise? Yes, he did. And actually, he sent me a message to say just that. And actually, if you look on his Twitter account, he does say that at that point that Eintracht had equalised, and he does reference that he said on the Can Fodder, our channel, that Frankfurt is the best bet to make it to the final. Boy, I'm in Burger King weak internet connection. I'm lucky to be able to watch you right now. Yes, because you don't usually come into the chat, do you? And I don't usually do like a live stream at this time. Lo and behold, I've got work early tomorrow morning. But the small sacrifices we have to make to be football fans, huh? Right, so it still says penalties in progress. Does anyone have any idea on the penalties? What's happening with the penalties? Any ideas? Okay. Right, still saying penalties in progress. Again, those of you who have come into the chat have seen my live stream, because it's very rare that I will do a live stream straight after a game. But I thought I'm not going to do pre-record it, edit it. It will take a long time. So yeah, again, if anyone's coming who may watch this at a later date, make sure you subscribe to Cannon for TV. Hit the notification button so you can catch up with all the latest and greatest news on Cannon for TV. Remember, on Monday there's fan comments, 5 o'clock p.m. UK time. UK time. On Wednesdays there's a Voice of Reason. That's split between Colin from Much FM as well as Raz, who's my brother, as you know. And Friday we do the Easy Talk, where we have actually it's a live show. We have Arsenal supporters coming to the show all over the world, and in between that we try and do pre-videos and post-videos or post-match videos on matches that's happened in the season. Right, okay. It's still saying penalties in progress. I can't believe it's still in progress. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, it's still in progress. Okay. I don't want to stop the live stream until I find out who we're going to be playing. Okay, right. So Ralph's just come back 4-3 to Chelsea. All right, Hazard to score to win the tie. 5-4 Chelsea. All right, okay. So it is Chelsea. So we're going to be facing Chelsea in the Europa League Cup final. So there you have it. Guys, it's been an interesting evening where, as an Arsenal fan, we've been frustrated over the last few days. All started with those 3 defeats: Wolves, Crystal Palace, Leicester City, and then the debacle on Sunday against Brighton, where we drew. Again, that just took us out of a top 4 spot. And tonight we beat Valencia 4-2. Incredible. 4-2. But guys, again, thank you for coming into the chat. It's good to see Paul Smith, Ibrahim, Freud Kennedy, an old primary school friends, and my brother, Colin from Much FM. Make sure you subscribe to Much FM as well as Arsenal fan circle. I will try and leave the links in the box below. Brighton need to turn up against Man City. Well, the Premier League, you just don't know. You know, it's like that film, you know, the Premier League is like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Europa League Cup final breaking news.